Welcome back to the Gridiron Grind with Andrew. Our fantasy teams, how we're looking, how do we do in our week 4 game picks? It's wild that we're in week 5 now. I can't think it clearly. Overall thoughts on the week, but let's start here quickly just on fantasy stuff. I gotta say, I had a pretty good week this week. Finally, I've been off to a slow start in some leagues. I'm in 6 leagues. I went 5-1 this week. Had one close loss. It happens. But the key thing though is our league specifically, I finally got my first win. And my it wasn't like I had a guy score 40 or something crazy. It just all my players played good. None of them played amazing, but they all played good. I made a big trade for Jalen Hurts week before. He puts up 20 for me. It's fine. Nothing crazy, but he put up 20. I like it. Travion Henderson finally got in the end zone. He put up 13 for me. So that's all I really need. It's just him to do something. But Quinson Judkins, I drafted him in pretty much most of my leagues, and he's starting to show something. He put up 21 this week. Love to
Mm.
see that. Drake London, I mean, who would have thought that the Falcons offense, after firing one of the wide receivers coaches, actually looked like a good offense? It's no, not would expect that, but Drake London put up 25 points. He was great. Marvin Harrison Jr. on a tough loss Thursday got 18.6 for me, even though the first half looked like I thought I was going to have to just cut him during the game, which I can't do. I was thinking that's over with, but Marvin Harris Jr.'s second half was awesome. And Tyler Warren looked great in a close loss to the Rams. He put up 20 for me. Overall, I put up 142 points. I think I was the second or third highest in our 16 team league. Great performance by everybody. Give them props. Love to see it. We got to continue. And a little thing in this league, I was looking ahead to the next like handful of weeks, and I might have a shot at making a little bit of a run because I was looking at each individual matchup, and I'm getting kind of a lucky bye week matchup thing for some of my matchups. Like this week, I'm playing a team with Bijan. He ain't playing this week. He's on bye. That's huge because he's been amazing. And
Mm.
there's multiple weeks where there's teams that have bad injury, like Malik Neighbors or Tyreek Hill. I'm like, oh, that's a big help for me for my team. Or they have certain bye weeks, and so I'm thinking, I might be able to make a little run here. So happy for the win and looking forward. I might be able to do something. I still got to make moves though, and I have made a move. I have Javante Williams coming in, so I like that.
Yeah, you're
Um,
bragging about Trevion Henderson. You're shipping him off. He has one good week
well,
and get out of here.
it's a sell high. It's a sell high because he still only got like 8 rushes total for the game. They're still using all 3 backs. Eventually, I
You
think he is
were
going to be the guy,
you were just
but
tugging on a Patriots fan's heartstrings, Andrew. That's what happened.
you got to play the game. And he is a Patriots fan that I traded him to. But a different Patriots fan was trying to trade for him, and we were in deep discussion. But then he goes and trades for AJ Brown with the guy I was thinking of. I was like, okay, you made a move, that's fine. And
Mhm.
so I went elsewhere, and I said, can I get Javante Williams out of him? And sure enough, he accepted. So how's your
Well, I
teams
mean, good
looking?
good for you, man. I last week it was kind of up and down. But in our 16 team league, another win. That's all that matters. Get
Yep.
the win. And that's how it worked out. I mean, I truly did catch a lucky break. The guy I was playing, his guy Malik Neighbors went down, and that
Hmm.
helped me a lot. I think Malik had 4 points.
Yep.
So um, yeah, man, I just lucky, and Geno Smith had a horrible matchup. So for me, the timing just worked out. It worked
Is it a
out.
horrible matchup, or is Geno Smith not a good quarterback this year?
Andrew, I don't want to talk about things and have to own for the fact that I totally thought he was going to be better than Sam Darnold, that he's looking worse than even like Carson Wentz, which is kind of amazing because one's a starter and one's a backup.
It's
I don't
still
know.
early, but yeah, it is concerning.
I, I just don't understand it, man. Like he didn't do this in Seattle. He wasn't this bad with interceptions.
Hmm.
So I don't know if he's trying to overcompensate, but the guy has Ashton Genty in the backfield. Like, what are we doing?
And Brock
Uh,
Bowers, that's his tight end.
Yeah, and Trey Tucker's been good. Like he's honestly not
Mm-hmm.
been bad. Um,
Jacob Myers is a good receiver.
yeah, I don't know. Weird situation. So was happy to see that Jordan Addison, as we talked about in our last episode,
Mm-hmm.
looked like back to his former self.
Yeah, and
Still frustrated.
I've been thinking about trying to send some trade offers. I sent one your way, but I'll just say this. Whenever McCarthy comes back,
Mm,
they had a huge connection in training camp.
yeah.
Their chemistry was off the charts. So when McCarthy comes back, it won't be this week. It'll probably be the Eagles game, but Jordan Addison should have even a higher target share and catches
Hmm.
whenever he comes back. So he's eventually going to be even better than he was this week.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, we'll see what happens. But overall, I was happy with the performance. I did foolishly start the Commanders defense, and wow, 0 points. That was
Hmm.
just Rams scored 11 points. I'm glad I had him on my bench. That was wonderful. And Dallas Goedert had 21.7 points, had him on my bench. And anyway,
Hmm.
I won the game. That's what matters. I'm happy I
Yep.
won. Worked out well. Cannot complain. I had Kenneth Gainwell in my other league that we are in together on ESPN,
Hmm.
and that was amazing. He just absolutely ate and just
Hmm.
destroyed the guy that I played. So that was nice because that was my first win of the year in that league.
Oh,
Actually, I
hey.
was destroying, but then he had Bo Nix playing. Bo Nix absolutely came alive, but I won. That's all that matters. I won this
Yep.
matchup.
We both got
So
our
I
first win.
And then I'm in one other paid league, Andrew. I have two leagues with a $10 buy-in, and I finally got my first win. And man, what a
Mm-hmm.
feeling! Because I had to work way hard. It's
Mm-hmm.
weird that team is the Packers team. I've got Love, I've got Kraft, I've got Jacobs, I've got McManus. So I am hurting this week as I'm trying to consider how I stay relevant. The part that's
Mm-hmm.
hard is Jamar Chase done? He might be.
And it's not his fault, but yeah, unless they trade for a Kirk Cousins or something, they got to make
Well,
something happen.
here's the part I don't understand that makes so much sense to me. We've talked about it before in the past, but Tanner McKee's on the Eagles. He hasn't come back yet officially, but he should be able to. I would approach them and say, "We'll give you a third round pick." I'm confident if I'm the Bengals, I can recoup that in a comp pick formula because they're not going to be signing tons of free agents. So the math checks out. You at least get a fourth round pick. Tanner McKee is going to sign for money somewhere eventually. He has looked too good in the
Mm-hmm.
spots he's been in. It's like I don't understand why they're not approaching the Eagles about it. You're getting to the point now where a third round pick makes sense as the Eagles because there's not a lot of games left. And he's going to be gone. I guess technically it's next year, but I just think that I would be approaching them. I would look at teams that have like situations where they can, does Mac Jones make sense from the Niners? I I don't know. I'd at least talk to them about it, see what they think.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
There are
I don't know. I
options out
just
there, and it's showing that Jake Browning is not that option.
Well, I just don't know what they're thinking, man. I legitimately,
Mm-hmm.
when I saw that they signed White and I can't remember the other guy, I just laughed. I thought that this is not a serious team.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a serious team. These are not moves to make you competitive. This is just moves to just literally check the box.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but as far as fantasy goes, I'm happy with my team so far, and we'll just kind of see where things go from here.
Yeah. Yeah. Same here. Got my first win in this league and a couple other leagues. I'm looking really good. Our dynasty league we're in together. I mean, things have happened in my favor, but my team, I have a squad on that dynasty league that we're in together. There's been some injury that went in my favor kind of things, but whew, I have a team there. But we'll see if that continues because anything can happen in this thing. But so overall thoughts on week 4. So as far as our pick'em league that we have that we're in, our little group that we're in, you took a little bit of a edge on me this week. You had a 6 point lead, now you're up to 20, so it's 14 points. The biggest swing on that was that Raiders Bears game and that blocked field goal. That this is a game of inches. honestly, the Raiders kind of outplayed the Bears, even with 3 picks from Geno Smith, and they still should have won. That's in that block kick, the defender barely it touched like his bicep right here, just barely touched him, just enough to make it blocked. And another thing I heard, which was interesting, is their other tight end, Michael Mayer, missed that game. He was their edge blocker on field goal protection, and so they
Oh,
had a
interesting.
backup in there who missed his assignment, and that guy just went straight running straight through and barely got it. Would the kick gone through? That's to be determined because it was a long field goal. It was like 56 yards. So it wasn't easy. It wasn't a gimme, but that was huge. I think you had that like at a confidence of 8 of a Bears win. I had like a 6 of a Raiders win. So that's like 14 points right there. That was the main difference. We had a couple other differences that just happened, but that was the key game. One of the other games that we had difference was the Colts and Rams game. I
Hmm.
thought that the Colts were actually the better team that game. It was a close game. It was competitive back and forth. The Colts had a lead. Rams came back, but there was a couple key plays in that game. And this is football. It always comes down to a couple key plays because
Yeah.
everyone has a good team. There was a play which I don't know where it was. I didn't research it and see exactly what quarter it was, but there was a deep pass to A.D. Mitchell. He catches it, no one around him. He's running into the end zone and he starts celebrating early. And he drops
Mm.
the ball before he crosses the end zone, and the ball goes out of bounds in the back of the end zone. Touchback Rams. That's 7 points you don't get back. And then he makes another big mistake a few drives later when it's a tie game, 20-20. Jonathan Taylor makes some great moves, breaks through, scores a 57-yard touchdown. Oh, called back holding A.D. Mitchell. And now it's 1st and 20 with the Rams' good defensive line. You're not going to really have success on 1st and 20 against the Rams D line. So the Colts punt, and right when this Rams get the ball back, Matthew Stafford 88-yard touchdown to I think it was Atwell because of his speed on the edge, and they win the game. That's
Yeah.
football for you. It's a game of inches, a game of one play, and Alec Pierce missed this game. A.D. Mitchell started, and because of that, well, there was other reasons, but those two main plays right there by A.D. Mitchell, Rams win, Colts lose.
Mm. That's interesting. I didn't get to catch this one, so I kind of just had to follow along, but I didn't know about
Hmm.
that fumble by Mitchell. But yeah, man, it is
Yeah,
crazy. It's
and that's the second time it
man,
happened. He had that happen last year against him too. Like he was going to
yeah.
score and he dropped the ball before he crossed the end zone. You cannot do that. That I know that football is insanely tough, and it's insanely mentally tough too. That not a lot of people realize, but I'm just going to say it. That is stupid. Why do you do that? Cross the end zone, get halfway through the end zone where it says the team's name, then drop the ball and do your silly celebration dance. Don't start it to. Oh, I can't stand that. It's happened to a lot of players. The Viking, this happened to Vikings players in the past too. That is just stupid.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm on my soapbox.
you're good. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of tough games. Hey, we got to give ourselves props on the Jaguars Niners game.
Yes.
We called it. We saw it. We knew it was going to happen. We knew they were
Hmm.
frauds. We knew they weren't for real, Andrew, and they lost. The Niners lost.
Their first game, the frauds.
Uh, I really do not like the vibes I'm getting from the Niners right now. I mean, props to McCaffrey. He's proving me wrong. Um, you
Yeah,
called this.
he's
You said a
good.
rebound here was in store. Well done on you. I did not have that faith. He burned me too many times in fantasy, Andrew, and I am definitely bitter about it. And I am happy to admit how bitter I am.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, props to the Jaguars. What a win on the road.
Yeah.
ETN looked unstoppable. By the way, every time I say that guy's name, I literally imagine it's like the ETN network, the way his name's pronounced,
Oh.
because like how like exaggerated the name is. So I think
Hmm.
he should really form the ETN network. I don't know what it's going to be, but make that a reality.
Hmm.
But but yeah, I mean Christian McCaffrey, man, and over almost 150 yards again, and between the
Yeah.
passing game and running game. So great job. I do think that's a sign of continued passing struggles that your running back is like that dominant.
And all their
passing.
pass catchers are injured. Ricky Pearsall has been dealing with injuries. Juwan Jennings has been
Yeah,
dealing with injuries. Ayuk's still
Ayuk is
out.
still out.
And Kittle got hurt week one. That's part of the main reason why I've been low on the Niners. When they're fully healthy, they got a great team, but they're
Yeah,
not. And they're not going to get fully healthy anytime soon. And
yeah,
spoiler alert, they play the Rams this Thursday. I'm picking the Rams to win that game. The Rams are a good team.
yeah.
So, anyway,
I think they're just different 3-1 teams. I mean, truly, you
yeah,
know,
absolutely. Like the
I,
Steelers are 3-1. They're not a real 3-1 team, but they're 3-1. Give them credit.
yeah,
They won the games.
they have. Um, One note from this game I did want to mention is I'm kind of worried about Trevor Lawrence.
He's not look
Um,
great.
yeah, I don't love what I'm seeing from him, and it's continued to just be a. It wasn't bad, but it's like, when is he going to take off? Like Bosa
Hmm.
was out for this game. This was a great opportunity to start showing a little bit more, and the struggles
Hmm.
continued. The struggles continued. It did not look great for him. He does what he needs to do to win, but you're paying him too much money. You're paying him too much to be getting that little out of him. And like contrast this to the Eagles game, right, with Jalen Hurts. While the game was frustrating with Jalen Hurts, there was absolutely moments you're like, okay, if Jalen wasn't in the game, we would not be winning right now. Like they were just put the team on my back. I'm going to carry us down the
Hmm.
field. Like there was a run that Jalen Hurts had yesterday or on Sunday that was like a really deep, like 20-ish yard run that set them up for a touchdown. And I look at the way that Trevor Lawrence is playing, and it's like, okay, when do we get there, Trevor? Like, when do you start having
Yeah.
breakout games to show like how good you are? And
And
I don't
last
know.
year specifically, Trevor got hurt. Mac Jones came in, and their offense looked pretty decent with Mac Jones. I'm just saying they might be regretting not re-signing him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, they had to go get what's his name, Andrew Mullins. They had to go get Mullins.
Oh, Nick
You
Mullins.
know,
Yeah.
the true backup, the one that you can always count on to throw at least one interception every game that makes you want to pull your hair out.
But at the same time, throw for 400 yards. That's just Nick Mullins' experience. Nick Mullins, so Carson Wentz is like a slightly upgraded version of Nick Mullins. They're
Oh
very
yeah,
similar
he's
play styles.
but definitely an upgrade. Like
Yeah.
no question, definitely an
Hmm.
upgrade.
He's got a better arm. He's a little bit more athletic, but Nick Mullins slings that thing, man. He ain't scared. And he'll throw three interceptions, but he'll throw for 450 and three touchdowns as well.
Yeah, yeah. The other game I wanted to just get to real quick, I know we're running out of time here, is the Colt or not the Colts, the Ravens and Chiefs game. Um,
Mm.
I think it's time to be worried about the Ravens.
Especially if Lamar Jackson deal with any kind of injury, because without Jackson playing for them, they're losing games. Like I forgot who they play this week. Oh man, who did they play this week? It wasn't like a really tough team, but I was looking over the
Texans.
picks this week. Texans, yeah. I as of right now, I have picked the Texans to win because I don't think Lamar is playing. If Lamar plays, I'll pick the Ravens to win. But as of right now, it's not sounding too confident. So I have the Texans winning that game. And if the Ravens go 1-4, I think their season's done. They might as well just
Yeah,
shut Lamar down and get a high draft pick because they're already missing their best defensive tackle. He's out for the year. Then Roquan Smith got hurt during that game. Who knows if he's going to
yeah.
be healthy? They're dealing with some stuff over there, man.
It's weird. I mean, isn't it weird that the Steelers might win the division just because of the fact that injury luck has just decimated other
That
teams?
I didn't think about that. That would be crazy if the
That would be
Ste
it.
and
That would be unfortunate. That's what that would
for
be.
us specifically, because we were down on the Steelers because of Aaron Rodgers, and if they win the division, Aaron Rodgers can get all the credit, even though he has no deserving of it. If anyone has eyes that can watch football, you can see that he is cooked. All he's doing, he still has arm strength and he still has
Hmm.
brains to make good decisions, but he has nothing as far as mobility or be able to hold the ball long. And if
Yeah,
anyone on defense knows this, just bring five people on pressure and cover the underneath, and Aaron Rodgers is cooked. He's done. He ain't gonna do nothing. But
yeah,
no one's done that yet.
yeah.
Hopefully, someone's listened to this and they can figure that out.
I'm sure that defensive coordinators, Andrew, are just like, oh man, another Gridiron Grind episode. I got to listen to this real quick.
Right?
Kids, I'll be there for dinner. Just got to finish this episode real fast.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens, man. But wow, what just so many things that I just did not expect. And, we'll see what happens. It's another
Yeah.
crazy week in the books.
Neither one of us had a really good week as far as our predictions go. I mean, if you look at our scores, they're both low, but hey, you pulled it out by 14 points because that Raiders Bears game, that was the difference right there.
Well, I just didn't expect the Falcons to, fire their wide receiver coach and suddenly the offense is fixed. It was
And
all the wide
then
receiver coach's
Jackson,
fault. That's how it
right.
works.
And then Jackson Dart beating the Chargers. Neither one of us thought that was going to happen. I figured the game would be competitive and close, but I didn't think they would win.
Yeah. What an indictment on Russell Wilson, by the way. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, there's a little bit of surprise factor in there, but Giants had no business winning that game.
Hmm.
Zero. Um,
And then really quickly, I wanted to touch on the Packers Cowboys insane game. That was
mhm.
crazy. No one would have thought, well, hey, I kind of predicted in our chat that this is going into overtime. And then when it hit overtime, it's like, yeah, what if this is a tie? I'm just going to give
Yeah.
myself random props. It was a random guess. I knew it was going to OT because of how quickly that the
Yeah.
Cowboys scored. I was like, I have zero doubt this is going to overtime because of how the defense have played on both sides.
Yeah.
But me saying it's a tie. That was just a random me being silly, but hey, I was right. But there is one key thing, a stat I heard, which I thought that's interesting. That kind of shows some of my feelings about Jordan Love. He's a great quarterback, great talent, but I
Mhm.
heard a stat where he has one fourth quarter comeback in his whole career.
Oh,
One. It's like later than 3 minutes left in fourth quarter overtime. He has one win in that one comeback. I know he hasn't played for very long, 3, 4 years, and so he probably hasn't had too many opportunities, but you gotta have more than one.
yeah.
And that's something I've been seeing. When the pressure's on, he doesn't rise, he goes down. When it's even game script where they have the lead, he's a great quarterback. He can make the right decisions, but look at the Browns game. He was under pressure. They had the lead. They had to get a first down, interception, and they lose. That's just what I've seen from him. He doesn't have that it factor. Ton of talent. His arm is
Yeah.
insane, but
It's
he
fair.
doesn't have that it factor. So, got to give credit to the Cowboys though. Offense
Yeah,
was
they fought.
humming, and I've been saying the Packers have one of the best defenses, and they do. But Cowboys offense was humming. Dak Prescott almost looks like he's worth 60 million a year. He's not, but almost.
He looks like he's worth about 52 million a year.
Maybe, maybe.
Maybe you could use that 8 million somewhere else to actually, I don't know, maybe pay
Mhm.
for one of the best defensive players in the NFL. You know,
I mean, if the Cowboys had Micah Parsons, they probably won that game because
I
Micah Parsons did tackle Dak Prescott when he was about to score a touchdown and had
the
kicked a field
best part
goal.
the best part of that Cowboys game was when our friend Brickhouse messaged us and said the Cowboys look like
Mhm.
they're one defensive player away.
Mhm. That was awesome.
That's what I came back with. Oh, you mean Kenny Clark? Was Kenny Clark out of the game? Oh,
He
I don't
probably
know,
was.
man.
He probably got hurt.
I don't know. But props to them. That was a tough win. I mean, the Cowboys, they look like they're going to continue to hang around and be a tough team this year. That's not a
They
cakewalk
are
for anybody.
competitive. Their O
Yeah,
line is looking pretty good. Dak Prescott's making good decisions, other than against the Bears last week when he had two red zone interceptions.
yeah,
But yeah, overall their offense is humming. Defense
yeah.
is a problem, but you know nothing you can fix on that. You just gotta hope
No,
you can outscore the teams.
yeah, yep. Well, that's it for me, man. That's my thoughts for last week. I know you've got a time crunch and same for me, but
Yeah.
that's my notes.
All right, that's what I had as well. We'll have our next episode tomorrow where we're gonna make our game picks. Bye weeks are here now. There's a few teams on bye, so there's only
Yep,
14 games, I think. So
yep,
it's going to get even more interesting. But thank you guys for joining us in this episode of the Gridiron Grind with Andrew and Lance. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. We'll see you next time.
we'll see everybody.